Live on the Exeter Sports Network, it's Exeter Eagles Football 2025. Brought to you by Birdie's Inn, 160 Old Friedensburg Road at 5 Points in Exeter, the home of the best burgers and burgers. Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group, the power of choice. Advanced Comfort Specialists for all of your HVAC needs. And Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market in Flying Hill. Now to the Exeter Sports Network broadcast booth. Here are your announcers, Darren Ziner and Mike Mitchell.
Good evening. Welcome to Jerry Gelliff Media for pregame varsity football coverage on the Mule and Exeter Sports Networks. Tonight, a battle of the undefeateds, the 6-0 Muhlenberg Mules, the 6-0 Exeter Eagles. It all gets started right after this. You're watching Berks County's high school football on Jerry Gelliff Media.
Life moves fast. Your insurance should keep up. At Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group, Brad Coley shops over 30 top-rated carriers to find the right coverage for you. Home, auto, business, life. Whatever you need, they've got your back. Real service, real savings, real fast. Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group, the power of choice. It's the Exeter Sports Network.
You are looking live, Laureldale, Pennsylvania, the grounds of Muhlenberg Senior High School. Week 7 of the 2025 high school varsity football season, pitting the Muhlenberg Mules against the Exeter Eagles, joined in the Mule and Exeter Sports Network booth this evening. Mike Mitchell, my partner. Mike, good evening to you.
Good evening, everyone.
We've got a few little quirks for you this evening. A sideline reporter, the color analyst for the Mule Sports Network, Patrick Wider, will be bringing us some reports from the sideline, so we will hear from him in a little bit. I am Darren Ziner, the voice for those Mule Sports Network fans watching, the voice of the Exeter Sports Network. So we will let you know tonight as we cover both teams. It will be as unbiased as possible. I can tell you, being a Muhlenberg alum, so part of my heart is here as well. But certainly as far as the call tonight, we will bring you both sides as far as the Mules and the Exeter Eagles. So let's get right to it, Mike. Head coach Rob Flowers from Muhlenberg leads them into tonight's game, 3-0 in Section 2, 6-0 overall after a hard-fought 35-21 victory over the Elizabethtown Bears last Friday night right here in Muhlenberg. For 3 quarters, Mike, it was Muhlenberg senior running back Cam Small, Elizabethtown's running back Prince Rado providing the scoring. They had 2 touchdowns apiece, and after 3 quarters, it was only 15-14.
Yeah, it was the first time all year the Mules were tested. It looked like there might be an upset in the making, but, it didn't work out that way because Muhlenberg composed themselves and took over from there.
So leading into the 4th quarter, that scoring up to that point, Cam Small had 2 TD runs of 1 and 65. Rado from 14 and 26. So as I mentioned, 15-14 after 3, but then Muhlenberg's high-octane offense kicks it in gear. They outscored the Bears 21-6 in the final frame. They come away with the 35-21 win. Give credit to sophomore quarterback Adriel Baez. He leads that 4th quarter comeback. He has 2 TD runs from 5 and 31, and Mike, as a sophomore, he has been very efficient behind center for the Mules.
Yeah, efficient's a great way to put it. I mean, he's almost thrown for 1,000 yards already, 10 touchdown passes, added, 4 touchdowns through the ground. He can run, he can pass. He's a leader out there. He's everything you want in a quarterback, and, he's got a little moxie to him. He's a winner, Jalen Hurts type of player. He's a winner. And, you knew Coach Flowers knew that and trusting this position to him, and he's doing a great job.
In that 4th quarter last week, Cam Small, he finished the scoring, his 3rd TD of the night, a 63-yard touchdown run. And Mike, as we know for the Mules, it's going to be imperative that they get Cam Small involved early.
Well, Cam Small, 957 rushing yards. Last year had a really big game against Exeter. Big games for virtually everybody, but single-handedly, him and that offensive line last year kept the Mules in the game, and that's going to be one of the keys tonight. Can they move the ball on the ground, and can Exeter stop them? If they can, Exeter might have a good chance to win. If Small does what he does, I expect another shootout like last year.
The Mules finished with 299 yards on the ground last week, 37 carries, an 8-yard average. Of course, in talking about the Mule offense, you can talk about Adriel Baez, you can talk about Cam Small, but they're going to give some fits to Exeter this evening as well. They've got their talented wide receiver duo, seniors Michael Miller and Freddie Lacey.
Yeah, Michael Miller does it all. I mean, he's got 222 rush yards, 408 receiving yards, averaging 21 yards a catch. And Lacey's a big, but they can throw the ball down on him and get mismatches. He's such a good athlete. He's got averaging 19 yards a catch too. So a lot of weapons. Coach Flowers will put Miller in motion. He does a lot of things to get people in positions where they have an advantage. And Baez does a nice job of reading things, throws the bubble screen when he has to, throws it deep and hands it off to Small when he has to. So there are a lot of ways like Exeter, multi-dimensional, tough to defend.
So we talk about Freddie Lacey, and much like we do on the special teams side with Jake Franick on Exeter, and we'll get to that in a moment. But Freddie Lacey as well on special teams. He has had some huge returns as far as kickoff and punt returns. So certainly that could play a factor as well to try to neutralize Jake Franick's abilities this evening.
Yeah, Franick's a great kicker, great punter, and, Lacey can, I'm sure they're going to try and kick it away from him, but you got two great return men tonight in Lacey and Ware, and, that's one of the keys, I think, special teams in a game like this, two undefeated teams, who kicks the ball properly away from people and which return men can make a play. That could come down to it.
Turning our attention to Exeter, head coach Matt Bauer leads the Eagles into tonight's game 3-0 in Section 2, 6-0 overall. So we talk about last week the Mules in our segue over to Exeter. The Mules giving up 129 yards to Elizabethtown's running back Prince Rado last week. They're going to have a similar challenge tonight with Exeter, as senior running back Leo Brown averages 148 a game.
Yeah, Leo Brown and Cam Small tonight. What a treat. We're not only seeing two of the best backs in Berks County, we're seeing two of the best backs in District 3. And, it's going to be both teams have the challenge of trying to stop the run. Last year, both teams were very successful running the ball. Obviously some different teams this year, different players, but it's still the key for both of these teams to get these star running backs off and going. And, that's really going to come down to the backs, but also up front. Exeter has a size advantage, but they did last year. Muhlenberg was able to move them. So can Exeter be gap sound on defense? Can Muhlenberg be gap sound and keep these runs to 4 yards rather than the big plays that both these guys can generate?
Starting quarterback Riley Martinez went down with injury in week 2. We've talked about senior quarterback Jake Hafer. He has taken over admirably.
Yeah, Jake Hafer pitch hit last year, and he's done a great job this year. 526 yards, 6 passing touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. He's added 3 rushing touchdowns as well. So he and Baez are similar. They can throw it, they can run it. Thing I love about Hafer, I say this all the time, the great running game, he's a great play faker. He's a great play faker, and this play-action passes really sets up a lot of what Exeter does and a lot of these big chunk yardage plays down the field. And if you're going to beat them, if you're Muhlenberg, you got to tackle people and keep people in front of you and stop those play-action passes to the third look rather than the first look way down the field.
The receiving core for Exeter, Jaden Ware leads them. He's got 15 catches, 369 yards, a team leading 4 TDs. But as we know, it doesn't stop with him. You've got Aiden Daubel, you've got Braylon Reinert, and others.
Daubel's averaging 29 yards a catch, and Reinert's averaging 40 yards a catch. That's a credit to those guys and Hafer, but it's also a credit to the design of the plays, and the running game and the time this offensive line gives them. These play-action passes, these guys are so wide open. And, it's tough because your linebackers want to suck up the stuff around, and when they do that, now you got people running down the field. So I'm sure Coach Flowers will have them prepared. They'll read their keys, and they've got to be able to tell when it's a run or a pass and get some pressure on Hafer, I think, to make him get rid of the ball quicker.
Jake Omarino on the defensive line for Exeter. He leads the team with 4 tackles for loss. So certainly you had mentioned as far as the size advantage, when you take a look at the line itself for Exeter, we'll give you a few of those. So Wyatt Richard, the one guard, goes 6'6", 245. Mentioning Joel Omarino, he's 6'2", 273. Add in Kevin Oswald, 6'5", 235. And again, you have that kind of size. Certainly they can open holes, and they have done so. But Muhlenberg having some size up front, it'll be interesting to see who's going to own that line of scrimmage tonight.
And that's really, to me, the first key to this game is, and a big key is going to be the line of scrimmage. I mean, Exeter's offensive line, Richard Osborne, White Richard, Andre Osborne, Joel Marino, Matt Liss, Kevin Oswald, those guys are fantastic. Each week we talk about Brown, Ware, Hafer, as we should, but these guys all open some holes that you and I could, well, maybe not you and I, but an average high school running back could run through, and we don't give them enough credit some of the time, but they're great up front, and I think Muhlenberg's going to have to, they don't have the size. They're going to do some run blitzing and things like that and look at their tendencies and really try to figure out what Exeter's doing as far as their off-tackle run game and try to shut it down that way.
Exeter's going to be Muhlenberg. They'll be running behind senior Xavier Otero. He's a 6', 290-pound senior. Justin Jaquez is 6'1", 305. And the big man on the line, Tony Ferreira, the 6'8", 304-pound senior. So Muhlenberg having some beef up front as well, certainly opening those holes for Cam Small in order to obviously pick up the yardage and the touchdowns as he has thus far. We take a look at the remaining games. As we mentioned, both teams undefeated. This is the first time Muhlenberg's been undefeated at this point of the season since, I believe, 2005. So at that point, riding a wave as far as that is concerned, and we'll see. This essentially is the litmus test, I would say, for Muhlenberg tonight. Obviously, getting to this point of the season at 6-0, quite an accomplishment considering where they came from just a few short years ago. But again, tonight will really be the litmus test to show you where this Mule team is.
Absolutely, and it's amazing. These two teams are 6-0, 3-0, but statistically, especially offensively, they're so even. Muhlenberg, and they've played, 50% of their schedule's been the same. They've played 3 of the 6 teams are the same. Muhlenberg's averaging 45 points a game, Exeter 44. Muhlenberg's averaging 226 in the ground, Exeter 259. Muhlenberg 158 through the air, Exeter 113. Overall, the Mules 374 yards a game, Exeter 372. It's amazing to me offensively how statistically, the same they are. But like you said, it's going to come down to Exeter's been in these type of games. Muhlenberg has not to this point. So that's going to be the key tonight. This is the litmus test. Can they withstand and keep this game close and do what they do? And regardless, credit to Coach Flowers. Everybody, I kind of thought he'd turn this program around. How quickly he's done it and his staff, that's the amazing part. And when you think about where they were 2 years ago. So it's amazing that they're at this point. What a great night for Berks County and Lancaster 11 League football, and there's no place I'd rather be.
So we talk about the remaining games for each of these teams. For Exeter, next week they'll be on the road at Hempfield. The 17th, Conestoga Valley. The 24th, Elizabethtown. Muhlenberg's remaining schedule, the 3 games, will be right here in Laureldale. Next week against Ephrata. They'll follow that up on the 17th against Academy Park. And on the 24th, Conestoga Valley. So as we get ready for the national anthem, we will go silent.
The other members of the color guard are Adrian Ozuna, Narianis Guinness, Johan Bonilla, and Rebecca Giraldi.
A fantastic rendition of our national anthem by the Muhlenberg Senior High School Band. A few news and notes for tonight's game. We talked about, as I get tangled up here in Mike's court, always the fun part. So we talked about last year's game. Last year's game, pretty interesting. It was a 56-28 victory for Exeter, but it's what happened. It was the game within the game, as you mentioned earlier. Cam Small rushing for a program record 346 yards, 3 TDs. Jaden Zandier ran for 312. It was the first time in Burke's history that two players from the same game rushing for 300 yards, and it was a game I remember neither defense could simply stop the other. They just ran all night long, and it'll be interesting to see if that potentially carries over to tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I read a quote this week from Coach Bauer saying that, gave a lot of credit to Muhlenberg. He said his kids weren't gap sound on defense, and they asked if they made the adjustments, and he said, I hope so. I think so. It'll be interesting to see what happens. The running game's going to be the key for both these teams, and not allowing big plays. If Muhlenberg can make Exeter drive the field, penalties, we talk about all the time in the Exeter network, penalties haven't hurt them, but they've really added up. And if you make them drive the field and don't get the big plays, that can hurt them.
Jake Franick, a line drive to Mikey Miller, who will get it at the 10. He's bringing it across to about the 25. That's where he's stacked up by a host of Exeter Eagles. They're going to throw a flag in there. They're going to say it's a little extracurricular activity. I'm not quite sure it was. Some of that was momentum, but they're going to call a personal foul on Exeter right off the bat.
And on cue with the penalties again. It's just something that's been hurting the Eagles all year. And, they've been not strong at all year, but it hasn't really hurt them because their ability to make big plays. But if you can limit big plays and make them drive the field, those penalties are going to hurt them. This obviously puts Muhlenberg in great position right off the bat.
Move the ball out to the 40-yard line. And that's where the Mules will take over 1st and 10. Adriel Baez will come out in the gun. He's got an empty backfield. Trips left, single receiver right. He's in motion to the left. That's Cam Small. He'll line up on the left side of Baez. There's the snap. It'll be Cam Small running to the left. He'll be caught from behind by Jackson Kozik. Give him a couple, maybe 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Nice job by Kozik closing from the backside. Good initial push by the Mules with a hole, but Kozik ran it down from the backside.
Move the ball out to the 43-yard line, 2nd and 7.
Interesting no back look there for the Mules and then put Small in motion. They've run some Wildcat this year. See if they get to that later.
Baez will come out in the gun. Small will be sidecar his right. Mikey Miller in motion left to right. Here's the snap. They'll give it to Cam Small. He's running up the middle. He's got the 45, still churning, still on his feet. He'll get the 50 and close to a 1st down.
What a great second effort by Small and the lineman there. Nobody stopped for Muhlenberg. Looked like a 4 or 5 yard gain, and nobody stopped and enabled him to get the 1st down.
They'll take it all the way to the 48-yard line of Exeter. Give him 9 yards on the carry. And a Muhlenberg 1st down.
And so far, Muhlenberg's been moving the ball on the ground like they did last year.
1st and 10 on the 48. Baez again in the gun. Cam Small to his right. 2 receivers, 3 right. He's trying to a screen to the right. They actually hand it off to Cam Small. He'll only pick up a couple yards.
Nice job by Exeter there. They stood up the Mules. Linemen did their job keeping them off the backers. Everybody flowed to the ball.
They're going to give him a gain of 2 on that one. One of those, they set it up as a fake screen to the right. They put trips out to the right. A quick handoff to Small for 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. But this is exactly what Muhlenberg needs to do. They need to keep the Exeter offense off the field. How do you do that? You run Cam Small.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's going to be a fake handoff. Baez tries to go up the middle, but there's Jackson Kozik again. He stays home, brings him down for a short gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, Kozik again. He's all over the field tonight. He's done a nice job all year for the Eagles, but great play there. Now you got Muhlenberg in a 3rd and long.
So Baez only gets 1 It'll be 3rd and 7.
Might be time for the little bubble screen to Miller here.
Baez in the gun. He's got Cam Small aside of him. There's the snap, fakes the handoff. He drops. He's looking. He's going to fire it deep. He's got a man open. It's Lacey inside the 10. A beautiful pass. Put it right on his fingertips. He ran right by the defender, Dylan Donate. And there, the prowess of Adriel Baez, putting that right where it needs to be. Take it down to the 6-yard line. It's a 39-yard pass and catch. And it's 1st and 10.
What a beautiful ball. Beautiful ball and great acceleration by Lacey.
Here's going to be a handoff to Small running right. They'll stack him up at the line after a couple yards.
Going back to that pass, it just looks like Exeter froze in the secondary, and Lacey just ran right by him. There was a little play fake. Maybe they bought that a little bit.
So give him 3 yards. He'll get it down to the 3.
Got to be very happy with this drive if you're Coach Flowers and his staff want to cash it in here.
2nd and goal from the 3. Baez in the gun. He's got Cam Small. There's motion. Mikey Miller left to right. It's going to be a quick screen out to him. He'll get it, but he can't get by Josh Jackson on the outside. He holds him up until he gets some support.
Yeah, great play by Josh Jackson. He's done an outstanding job all year. One of the leading tacklers. Read that and then broke down nicely. Miller's great in the open field, but Jackson held his own and made a great tackle there.
A loss of 2 on the play. Take it back to the 5-yard line. It's going to bring up a crucial 3rd and goal.
Yeah, it looked like an easy play for Jackson, but it isn't. When you get Miller out in the open field, he makes people look silly out there. It was a great athletic play by Josh Jackson.
So the Mules bring trips left. Baez has Cam Small aside of him. There's the snap. He'll give it to Cam Small. He's trying to fight his way to the goal line. He gets there. They stack him up. They're going to give him the 1-yard line, and it's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Tell you, one of the things that this Muhlenberg line is not stopping their blocks. They're going to keep their feet chugging, doing an excellent job. They're playing to the whistle. Trent Stoyer, absolutely every play is going to the whistle.
Christian Coley brings the play in from the sideline. 4th and goal, a big play here early. They're going to go power left formation. It's going to go back wildcat to Cam Small, and he'll punch it across. So Cam Small with the touchdown.
Great job catching him in the wildcat, blew him off the ball, and a way to convert. Great start for the Mules.
6:45 to go in the first. 6-0. Muhlenberg. And we will await the Derek Shupp PAT. The ball down, his foot's through it.
Blocked.
It's blocked.
68.
So Kevin Oswalt gets in there, gets a paw on it, knocks it away.
Great job by Kevin Oswalt. Great penetration and blocked the kick. And I'll tell you what, special teams in a game like this can really be huge. Great job by Oswalt. Good penetration and great drive by the Mules.
Baez in the gun. He's got Cam Small drive. 6 carries, 22 yards for Cam Small. The big play, the 39-yard pass from Adriel Baez to Freddie Lacey to set him up 1st and goal. And they punch it in a few plays later. But just like you mentioned, that's exactly what they need to do. Eat some time up off the clock and ultimately get the TD.
They took half the quarter almost, 6:45 left. But again, aided by that penalty by Exeter with good field position. Not that they wouldn't have driven the whole way anyway, but you know, the Exeter can't shoot themselves in the foot like that. I was very impressed with Muhlenberg's offensive line. And Small ran very hard, but there were plays that weren't there. But they kept chugging and got extra yardage, and to me, that was the difference in that drive. And the 3rd down play was huge. Great call, because I think the play action did freeze Exeter a little bit, and great acceleration by Lacey to catch it, and Baez put it where nobody but Lacey could get it. So a really excellent first drive by Muhlenberg.
Derek Shupp has the ball on the tee, shouting instructions to his teammates. Stefan Fuller on your right, Jaden Ware on the left. They await it at the 15. Here's a kick to the right side. It'll hit about the 19. Stefan Fuller will gather it. He'll make one man miss trying to dance along the sideline. Good coverage there by the Mules.
I really like what Muhlenberg did. Every week on the Exeter Network, we talk about, people need to kick the ball away from Ware and Fuller. And, if you can't kick it in the end zone, a high little pooch kick like that gives your coverage team time to get there. The gunner got down and slowed Fuller up right away, and then other people were able to get there. So, great, excellent job by Muhlenberg on that kick.
So Exeter will come out first and 10, put the ball on the 23. Jake Hafer will be in the gun. He'll have Leo Brown to his left, single receivers left and right. It'll be Brown looking for running room on the right. He's got room. He'll get the 40. So right off the bat, Leo Brown making his presence felt.
Brown was a great runner last year. I mean, one area I think he's improved, not that he was bad at it last year, is patiently waiting for his hole. And that was a perfect example of it. He waited and waited and waited, then accelerated and gained himself 19 yards, I believe.
19 on the carry. First and 10, put the ball on the 42-yard line.
Excellent blocking up front. Sorry, Darren. Excellent blocking.
Hafer again in the gun. He's got Leo Brown to his right. It'll be Brown again, and this time he's looking left. He's got the 45, the 50. Tight roping the sideline. He's going to get caught inside the 25. He had an opportunity to go out of bounds just inside the 50, able to keep his balance. Tight ropes the sideline and takes it all the way down to the 22-yard line. Taking a look here, 10, 28, 36 on that one. 38 on that one.
Yeah. Great run by Brown. He started to the right, stutter step, bought himself time and went back and was able to accelerate. I think that was 30 yards. They were on the 42, right?
They were on the 42, so 8 and then
22.
Yeah. Here's Leo Brown running right. He'll get to about the 15.
No, he was 8 and 28. You're right. I'm wrong. 36. I teach math for a living.
That's
36.
okay.
And there he is for 5 more. So 3 carries, 60 yards for Leo Brown so far. Good start. 4 yards there, so 59.
Here's Leo Brown running right. He makes a man miss. He'll get inside the 15. It'll be close to a first down. We'll see where they give him. They're going to put the ball on the 12-yard line.
J.D. Quinones, great pursuit from the backside.
So a first down for Exeter. All Leo Brown on the ground.
Yeah, 65 yards on 4 carries. Picking up right where he left off last year and every week so far.
Hafer in the gun. It's going to be Leo Brown again running left. He's got room. Here's a flag that'll come in. This will be a hold. It'll come back. It'll get to about the 5-yard line, but we'll see about the call.
Yeah, they called the hold on Exeter out on the edge. Called it on the 10-yard line, so after a 2-yard gain, they called it.
So there is the call. It's the hold on Exeter.
It's unfortunate. Jaden Ware was doing a great job out on the perimeter, blocking.
So move the ball back to the 20-yard line. It'll bring up first and about 15. Here's Leo Brown. He's got room to run in the middle. Nice tackle there.
Great
Brought
tackle.
down by Cam Small.
Great play by Cam Small, because if he doesn't, Brown's gone there. But again, Darren, these Exeter penalties, eventually it's got to catch him. That's 2 already tonight for 25 yards.
He'll get just outside the 15-yard line. Brings up 2nd and long.
Wouldn't be shocked to see some play action here. This is where they like to do it, down at the goal line. Look for either Daubel or Kozik, maybe Braylon Reiner.
Hafer in the gun. He's got Leo Brown aside of him. It'll be Leo Brown again. He's following Wyatt Richard. He'll get inside the 10, fighting his way inside the 5, close to a first down. He might be a little short.
Richard had a great block. So did Andre Osborne. He pulled and kicked out, which enabled that to happen. Great play design. Another good run by Brown. Great blocking by Richard and Osborne there.
They'll take the ball all the way down to the 3-yard line. It's going to bring up third and about 1, maybe 1.5.
Power I formation for Exeter.
Aiden Daubel among them in the backfield.
They shift the power I to the left.
They'll give it to Leo Brown. He's going to run left over the power, and he's in from 3 yards out.
Great drive by the Eagles there. Great drive by the Eagles. You know, outside of the 36-yard, the first 2 plays, 19 and 36. After that, Muhlenberg did a very good job of limiting real big gains. And that's what they're going to have to do to stay in this game.
So 1 possession each for Exeter and Muhlenberg. They both drive the length of the field. They get the TD. And Jake Franek on to tack on the PAT for Exeter. There's the snap, ball down, his foot is through it, and it is good. 2:58 to go here in the first. It's Exeter 7, Muhlenberg 6. We will be right back after this timeout. You're watching the Mule and Exeter Sports Networks.
At Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market, they keep it simple. Good food, fast, fresh, and delicious. In the mood for a hoagie? Choose one from the menu or tell them what you want. A hot sandwich or a cheesesteak? They've got that covered too. Lunch meat for a family gathering? They have it fresh cut to order. Craving Italian? There are imported specialties you won't find anywhere else. Along with drinks, chips, snacks, and hot or cold brewed coffee in caramel, French vanilla, and hazelnut flavors. That's Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market. 15 Village Center Drive in Flying Hills. Good food, fast, fresh, and delicious.
Cam Small with the 1-yard TD run for Muhlenberg. Leo Brown, the 3-yard touchdown run. The only difference, the PAT that was converted by Exeter. 7-6. And here's Franek putting a foot into it. He's going to squib it to the right side. It's taken by Cooper Burr, the up man. He'll slide at the 40. And that's where Muhlenberg will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, there's the threat of Lacey, running it deep. So Exeter squibbed it. I think he probably wanted to get it past that line, but it just didn't bounce the way he wanted to. And Muhlenberg, once again, with excellent field position to start this drive. Both coaches coming in 6-0, coming in this game. A lot of times, coaches, might, big game, they might try to do things differently. Both these teams did what they do on the first drive. They did what they do. They ran the ball, ran what they've run to get here, and that's why these programs are in the shape that they're in.
Move the ball out to the 42-yard line. This could be a procedure against Muhlenberg. Before the snap, the flags fly. So just like we talked about as far as the penalties with Exeter, Muhlenberg fighting the Exeter bug last week, 9 penalties, 75 yards.
Yeah, in a game like this, penalties, it's huge. Got a trips formation out there.
Here's going to be Cam Small running up the middle. I'll tell you what, let's take a look. We're going to show some love, number 54, Jeffrey Collado.
I was just going to say, I haven't seen Braylon Reiner get blocked like that all year. Collado did an excellent, excellent job there.
The 5'10", 230-pound senior leading the way. Bring the ball out to the 44-yard line. So
7.
They'll give him 2.
Yeah. Well, 7 with the penalties.
That's true, too. Yeah, 7.
I got my math skills back for
Nah,
that.
nicely
I finally
done.
got one right.
Nicely done. So 2nd and 8. Baez straight back. He's looking. He's got Jackson Kozik in his face, but he gets the screen.
Oh.
The ball's loose.
Braylon Reinert, it looks like.
And Exeter will have it. It is Braylon Reinert. The screen pass to Cam Small. He pulled it in, couldn't hold on to it after getting hit, and Exeter comes up with it.
Yeah, great play by Reinert. Kozik provided the pressure, but it was a screen, and then Reinert read it, and somebody tackled him. I didn't see who it was, and looked like either Reinert stripped it or Small lost it, but costly turnover for the Mules. Exeter right back in business.
Of course, one of the keys to the game we knew as far as turnovers could play a big factor here. That being the first of the game. So Hafer is under center. He's going to hand it off to Leo Brown. He's got the corner. He's on his horse inside the 20. Get down to about the 15-yard line.
Wow, what a Exeter lined up in power I. They just blew him off the ball, and Brown did what he did. What a collision downfield with Brown and Small.
They're going to put the ball at the 16-yard line.
It's a 23-yard gain.
23 yards for Leo Brown.
Brown's already over 100. 110 I have him for.
Able to run him at will. In fact, it's been all Leo Brown.
Yeah.
Hafer again with this power formation. They're going to run left with Brown again.
Nice cut.
He'll get inside the 10, but 2 flags will come out.
That was a great cut by Brown. Probably going to be some kind of hold or a clip or something on Exeter, but Exeter keeps shifting this power I. It's giving the Mules fits. A lot of yardage at the point of attack. 2 flags in the play, though. They look like they were throwing different spots.
Yeah, they were. One was in the backfield on the left side. The other one came from the end zone area. We'll see if it's going to be a hold and a face mask, so the penalties will offset.
And they replayed it down.
Move the ball back out to the 16, and we'll do it all over again.
I'll tell you what, one thing you can see with this game, and I've said it before, but everybody's playing to the whistle. These guys are blocking downfield, and these kids really want this game. It's awesome to watch.
1st and 10, put the ball on the 16. Hafer under center. It's going to go to Leo Brown. He's running right. He's got room. A helmet goes flying. Cooper Burr among those on the tackle.
Great lead block by Aiden Dauble, and also Wyatt Richard with a key block on the play there. And Brown with a good cut, 8 more yards for him.
So they'll give him
9 yards.
9 on the carry.
If you can't stop it, we're going to keep doing it.
2nd and 1, put the ball on the 7.
Again with a power I.
Hafer under center. He's got the power behind him. It's going to be Leo Brown again running left. Still powering. He'll get inside the 5, close to the 1, and it's going to be 1st and goal Exeter.
Wow. They're just saying, here we come. You know, this is like watching a game in the 70s. Power I too tight, we're going to come get you. Stop us if you can.
Yeah, Jackson Kozik putting those 2 guys in the backfield. Kozik 6'2", 202. Aiden Dauble. He'll go 6'4".
And they keep shifting again to the left. They something they like there. Oh, this time they gave it up back.
This is Aiden Dauble who will take the handoff, and he'll get in for the touchdown. So just as we hit triple zeros to end the first quarter, Aiden Dauble punches it across from 1 yard out. Yep, and a flag on the play. The offense still out there. So I think it's going to be a dead ball foul. It looked like they signaled it's a touchdown, but then an unsportsmanlike conduct dead ball penalty that'll be assessed on the kickoff.
I'll tell you, these penalties. But a great play call there. You know, they've been in that power eye a lot, and Brown's got it every time. They shifted and caught him with Dauble up the middle quickly. Exeter's looked very good on offense so far. offensive line, you got to give kudos. They're just blowing them off the ball.
So waiting for them to place the ball. Jake Frenick having a conversation with the official. Players in place. Joe Lomarino will snap it. Jaden Ware, the holder. It's back, ball's down, his foot's through it, and it's good. We've played one full quarter here at Laureldale. It's Exeter 14, Muhlenberg 6. We'll be back with second quarter action after these messages. You're watching the Mule and Exeter Sports Networks. We are back at Laureldale.
You know, 127 yards for Brown, most of it on the left side. I see Mike Mish and some of the defensive coaches huddled there watching their iPads and seeing, Exeter's found something on that left side with Brown. It's going to be interesting to see the adjustments Muhlenberg make, whether they shift with that power eye shift, move a linebacker in or something to that effect. And clearly not something we've seen Exeter do a lot of. They run power eye on the goal line, but not really out of the middle of the field as much. So it's a nice little chess match here.
Here's Franick kicking off, taken at the 15-yard line. Coming across the field, getting out to the 40. There is a flag thrown. Bringing the ball back. Junior Joel Vega.
And Leo Brown in on the tackle. So the leading rusher just decides to make a play on special teams.
So we shall see where the penalty is. I don't think it's actually a penalty. I think somebody's towel, a yellow
towel.
Muhlenberg towel
right.
actually on the field. So it's not a penalty. The 40-yard line apparently being friendly to Muhlenberg thus far. Their first series started at the 40, their second the 42, and this one at the 40.
Yeah, that's the best field position any team's had against Exeter on kickoffs. But a lot of that credit to Lacey. They don't want to kick it deep to him.
So Adriel Baez will be in the gun, and I'm wondering if this is going to, well, Muhlenberg's offensive line clapping. We'll see what the penalty is. I'm going to say 12 men in the huddle or illegal substitution. So 5 yards against Exeter, and Muhlenberg 1st and 5 at the 45.
4 penalties, 45 yards already for the Eagles.
Here's Mikey Miller. He'll get to Baez's left. 2 receivers left. This is going to be Mikey Miller running up the middle. He's got room to run. Almost gets to the 50-yard line. A trio of Eagles will stack him up there.
Nice run and cut by Miller there. Donovan Alvarez did a great job of, he was getting blocked, fended off the block and started bringing Miller down with his left arm. Great job.
So give Miller 4 yards, take it out to the 49-yard line. Baez will be alone in the gun this time. Now Cam Small will join him on the left side. 2 receivers left, 1 right. There's the snap. It was going to be a quick screen left, but Baez couldn't get it there, and Jackson Kozik comes up, makes the tackle for loss.
Yeah, Exeter was in a cover 2 that time. In second and short, they were probably expecting some type of pass and shut down the screen, and Baez had no choice but to scramble.
So Baez will end up losing a yard on the play. Take it back to the 48-yard line. It's 3rd and 2.
Jackson Kozik evolved again. He's been all over the field on defense tonight.
Baez in the gun. He'll give the handoff to Cam Small. He'll hit the 50. Taking a look, Kevin Oswalt grabbed him just as he hit the 50, but Cam Small had the momentum to take him across the 50 to the 49, and it's a first down for Muhlenberg.
Yeah, good hit by Oswald, but a better, great job by Small keeping his feet chugging.
Winding down to 10 minutes to go here in the second. 14-6 Exeter. Baez in the gun. He's got Cam Small to his right. There's the snap. He'll drop straight back. He's looking. He's going to fire it deep. It's a little long. Too long for everybody.
Yeah,
it'll like fall incomplete.
Same pattern they hit Lacey on last time. Good coverage that time. Donatel was there, and he didn't get beat that time. So great coverage by Exeter. Again, good pass by Baez, though. Put it where no one was going to get it but Lacey. So you don't want to underthrow that one. That'll get picked off. It's not like a fade in the sideline. So
Stefan Fuller almost had an opportunity, but a little bit too long for him. Falls incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down. Baez will be in the gun again. Cam Small to his left. There's the snap. He's going to roll to his left. He's looking, and he's going to get it stacked.
Who is that?
Pushed way back by Andre Osborne.
What a play by Osborne. He gave him no choice there. He just bull rushed through and just nowhere to go for Baez. Great play by Osborne.
Looked like he was going to roll right, maybe get a quick throw off, but Osborne was there so quickly, firing up the line. So take him back to the 44. It's a loss of 5. That's going to bring up 3rd and 15.
Yeah, now you're in a must-pass situation. Maybe they'll throw a screen out here.
Baez in the gun, trips right. Single receiver left, he'll drop straight back. They come with a blitz, throw it over the middle, and Joel Omarino knocks it down, almost has the INT.
Omarino said, not so fast, my friend. The screen was set up very nicely, but he read it at the last minute, thought I got through too quickly, and almost had himself an interception. He's the heart and soul leader of that line, both sides, and big players make big plays in big games, and he just did there because had that gotten through, they had that set up. That would have been a big one.
So the defense coming up big for Exeter in Muhlenberg's last 2 possessions. They get the fumble recovery. Now they hold the Mules. So they'll kick it away, and a flag comes out before, and it's going to be a false start on the Mules. Take them back 5.
Can't get over that play by Osborne. I mean, he was being they tried to hook him to get the corner and just didn't allow it. And there was so much pursuit from the backside. Baez couldn't even step up, which you're taught to do as a quarterback. He had no choice but to keep going.
Freddie Lacey will kick this one away. It's going to come down to Stefan Fuller. He'll call for a fair catch at the 30.
That's a great punt. He got it high enough for the coverage to be there, and it was not returnable. So the yardage might not look fantastic, but it's exactly what you need if you're Muhlenberg there.
8:56. We've got our sideline reporter. We're going to get Patrick here in just a moment. He'll give us an update from the sideline.
Maybe he was in that defensive huddle with Coach Mission and trying to figure out how to stop Leo Brown.
So we will have Patrick for you momentarily. Exeter will take over 1st and 10, ball on their own 30. Hafer in the backfield. He's going to take it himself. He's got the 30-35, room to run. He'll get the 45 and dance out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
A couple nice blocks in the corner. Kozik threw one, and then Leo Brown threw a nice kick-out block that enabled Hafer to cut back up the middle.
18 yards for Jake Hafer on the option.
Both these quarterbacks can hurt you with their legs, and Hafer showed it there.
Hafer again in the gun. This one's going to be Leo Brown. He's got room. He puts a foot in the ground. He's trying to outrace the defense, and he will. He is gone 52 yards for Leo Brown. And Exeter on the board again at the 8:40 mark.
They found something on the left side of the line. That time the formation was strong to the right. Muhls went over, and Brown went back off the weak side, and just excellent blocking, and then that acceleration. He's just got a different level.
He had one man to beat on the left side. Put a foot in the turf, cut inside, and then outraced the defense to the end zone.
I have 179 yards rushing for Brown thus far.
All right, so as Jake Franick will go to the PAT, we will go to Patrick.
Here, you know, the Mules cannot stop the rushing attack of Leo Brown Incorporated, so it's going to be really hard for them to stay in this game if they can't slow down Exeter at all. Other thing to monitor, Exeter's got 3 penalties, Mules 2. Could be a big thing going on. And the other thing is you got to think with Rob Flowers, with your defense struggling, can you get a stop? If not, you got to consider maybe doing an onside kick or something to steal a possession. Other thing for those Mules fans out there, touchdown Mules from earlier.
All right, so Patrick giving you that color analyst flavor of the evening. 21-6 Exeter. And Mike, we've talked about one thing we give credit to the Exeter coaching staff. One thing they're very good at is, you know, as far as they're always tweaking the game plan. They might have the game plan, but as the game goes on, probably not a better coaching staff in the Lancaster-Lebanon League that'll make adjustments as the game goes on.
Yeah, they're really out formation. I mean, the power eye, we've seen everything. That was trips to the one side and went back with barely anybody on the left side on that run. So they're definitely out formation, but they're hitting that left side of the line.
Bringing the ball out for Muhlenberg, Jewel Vega.
And Michael Livergood again, he's a great tackle. He's a hitter on the tackle for Exeter.
We'll see where they mark the ball about the 19-yard line. Actually, they'll move it back to the 17.
It's a pivotal possession for Muhlenberg. And not necessarily a must score, but it's definitely a must possess some time here. You know, because Exeter's going to get it back in the second half. You don't want to fall behind 3 scores and have them getting the ball. So, big, huge possession for Muhlenberg here.
Baez will be in the gun. Cam Small to his left. He'll get the handoff. He's running left. He'll get just about to the 20-yard line. We'll see if they give him the 20. Looks like they will. So it'll be a gain of 3 in second down.
Yeah, so far Exeter's really winning the battle up front. Small is earning every yard he's getting. I am for 25 yards right now. But Exeter's doing a good job up front of they're being gap sound. They're not creating big holes or even cutback lanes for him, which last year he got a lot on cutback lanes. They're staying in their gaps and they're being very sound.
Here's Baez in the gun. He's going to take, actually, this is Cam Small in the Wildcat. He'll get a first down almost out to the, well, we'll see where they mark him. He stretched it out to the 30, but they back him up to the 28, but it's still enough for a first down. So put Cam Small in the Wildcat, give him 8 yards, and it's a Muhlenberg first down.
Good coaching by Muhlenberg. They scored on that formation. They've run it a lot this year. Decided to go to it here in a big second down, and they're in it again.
So put Cam Small back there again. This time he's forced up the field by Andre Osborne. Not a whole lot there this time.
Yeah,
Dylan Donati cleans it up.
Yeah, Osborne did a nice job, and Alvarez and Donati were there to make the play. Exeter has really owned the line of scrimmage in this game. They've made Muhlenberg work for everything they're getting.
That's right. It was Alvarez as far as cleaning that one up. Donati number 2, Alvarez 4. So 7:13 to go. We've got a timeout on the field. That'll give us time for a quick break. You're watching the Mule and Exeter Sports Networks on Jerry Gelliff Media.
Hafer showed it there.
Hafer again in the gun. This one's going to be Leo Brown. He's got room. He puts a foot in the ground. He's trying to outrace the defense, and he will. back. Baez will be back under center. He's going to hand it off to Mikey Miller. A flag will come in on the far side. I think they're going to get Cam Small for a hold.
Yeah, that was Jackson Kozik again. He's been a handful to block tonight, as many of the Eagles have. But he created the penetration and caused the hold there.
Mikey Miller had room around the edge, but I guess the hold is the reason why. So 2nd and 10 from the 28 will become 2nd and 20 from the 18.
Yeah, that's what you didn't want after a timeout if you're the Mules there, but
7:05 to go here in the second. 21-6 Exeter.
yeah, got to find a way to get Mikey Miller going a little bit. He's too valuable. He's got 1 carry and 1 pass so far. I'd try to get the ball to him a little bit. They may have to go outside. They're not getting much up the middle here at all.
Here's Baez, a little trickeration, an inside pitch, getting across the 20-yard line. And just like you said, trying to get Mikey Mitchell involved, he takes the pitch. He'll get out to the, well, let's see, they give him the 22-yard line. So a 4-yard gain there. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
I like the call, though. They've got to get him involved. He's one of their playmakers. Maybe catch Exeter over pursuing, and, you know, I like the call. Bunch trips here.
Alexis Cantris on the left side.
Yeah,
but
false
before
start.
the flag flies, actually before the ball is snapped, it's a, they're going to call Exeter offside on this one.
Well, all right.
So they'll give 5 yards back.
That's almost unfortunate for Muhlenberg. I know people stop on the whistle, but it looked like they had Miller on a post pattern there. Was going to be open, but it's hard to tell because people stop. But they had him outflanked a little bit. Now you're 3rd and 10. It's a little more manageable. That's a good penalty for Muhlenberg. Wider trips here.
So Baez will be in the gun. He'll drop straight back. He's looking right. He'll fire it to Mikey Miller over the middle. Not a whole lot there. Joel Amarino, Jackson Kozik.
Marino, he's everywhere too, isn't he? Jeez, what a play. He's making a play and a pass a couple yards downfield. Good job.
So 4th down for the Mules. That gives us time for this. Everyone's got a birdie story. First date, birthday bash. That one burger you still dream about. At Birdie's Inn, we've been feeding Exeter for decades. No, centuries. With killer burgers, cold beer, and a stage that keeps the nights alive. This week's entertainment calendar. Saturday, 7 to 10, Johnny Gallagher performing on the deck, and we'll get right back to that as Jaden Ware brings the ball across midfield into Mule territory on the kick. Sunday, 1 to 4, the Denver Broncos are at the Philadelphia Eagles, the NFL Sunday ticket. Monday, 5 to 8 p.m., dancing on the deck with DJ Jimmy 2K. Tuesday, 6:30 to 9:30, open mic night. Wednesday, 7 to 9, Jumpin' Jay's music trivia on the deck. Thursday, back to NFL football, the Eagles and the Giants at 8:15. Friday, 7 to 10 p.m., Kendall Conrad returns to the deck. It's not just food, it's not just fun. It's where memories are made. Birdie's Inn, 5 points in Exeter. Come make your story. Here's Leo Brown weaving his way on the right side, and he's going to take it to the house.
I'd say they did a nice little draw there, but you know what they're doing? They're heavy formation to one side, and they're running back to the weak side, and they've got them outflanked, and you know they're getting the one block they need, and Brown's just going the distance. Muhlenberg's going to have to make an adjustment to that. They're putting too many people to the strength of the formation. They're just going back to the weak side.
Leo Brown's 3rd touchdown. This one a 42-yard run.
It's 221 yards for Brown. It's not even halftime yet.
So Jake Franick on for the PAT.
But it was a nice 13-yard punt return by Ware there. He caught it in stride, gave him good field position.
Here's Franick out of the Jaden Ware hold. The ball down, his foot's through it. And it's good. 5:13 to go here in the second. It's Exeter 28, Muhlenberg 6. We will be right back after these messages. You're watching the Mule and Exeter Sports Networks.
Life moves fast. Your insurance should keep up. At Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group, Brad Coley shops over 30 top-rated carriers to find the right coverage for you. Home, auto, business, life. Whatever you need, they've got your back. Real service, real savings, real fast. Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group, the power of choice.
.513 to go here in the second. Jake Franek has the ball on the tee at the 40. Freddie Lacey on your right. This one will come down to the 8-yard line. And coming up, just stumbling over, is Jewel Vega. He'll get across the 25. A flag comes out late.
That's a great tackle by Stephen Fuller. I don't know what the flag is, but what a play by Fuller. I'm not sure what Al Lopez saw here. Maybe a sideline warning?
So the officials talking right now.
I'm not sure what the call is here. Personal foul against the Mules. Self-destructing a little bit here.
So the personal foul against Muhlenberg. Take the ball all the way back to the 13-yard line.
Now you're in must-score territory. You're looking at mercy rule if Exeter gets it back at half.
Here's a throw screen to the left side, making
Nice
a nice move, getting out to the 15-yard line. Freddie Lacey.
Great move by Lacey there. That turns nothing into something, but there's Jackson Kozik again. He just is, he's a great player, but he's all over the field tonight.
It was a nice recovery, keeping it to a 2-yard gain. Call it 2nd and 8. Ball at the 15-yard line.
You know, you take away that 39-yard pass play, they've completed 5 other passes for a total of 3 yards. Exeter's really done a nice job with their pass defense.
Baez in the gun, fakes the handoff. He's looking left, he'll fire left. He got the completion at the 20-yard line. Going up the sideline, Mikey Miller. He'll get across the 25.
Nice ball by Baez. Miller did a great job coming back. That's a huge first down for the Mules. Huge first down.
Put the ball on the 28-yard line. It's a 13-yard pass and catch.
That was a huge play for Muhlenberg. Got Miller involved. He did a great job of coming back to the ball, then turning into a runner as soon as he caught it.
We're at the 4-minute mark of the second. Here's Cam Small out of the Wildcat, running up the middle. The ball's loose, and Exeter may have it again. They were jumping up and down on the Exeter side, but marked down at the 32-yard line. So give him a gain of 4 for Cam Small. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Wildcat seems to be working pretty well for Muhlenberg when they're doing it. Can't do it every play, but mixing it up nice. Getting Miller involved. This is a good, encouraging drive here.
Baez will be back in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. There's the snap. He'll drop straight back. He's looking right. He'll fire it to Mikey Miller. It bounces off his hands. It's no good. Incomplete. Trying to make the move before he had the ball. So it falls incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, jeez. Another penalty after the play. I'll tell you, it was a good pattern and a good ball. Miller just couldn't come up with that one, but something you want to put in your back pocket and come back to if you're Muhlenberg. This looks like this must be against Exeter. It was thrown in the secondary well after a play was over. I don't know if somebody said something.
So they're going to say unsportsmanlike conduct against Exeter. So it'll give them the first down. So we'll see where they put it.
75 yards of penalties against the Eagles so far.
So it'll bring the ball all the way beyond the 45 to the 47-yard line.
Sets the Mules up in good shape here.
Baez will be in the gun. Going to be a handoff to Cam Small. He's going to try to look for room. He'll bounce outside. Not a whole lot there. It turns into the rugby scrub.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, nice patient run by Small, and that's going to go down as a 2-yard gain, but that's a really good 2-yard gain because that could have been nothing. Great job by the Exeter defense. Everybody was in their gaps. He had nowhere to cut back. Last year, he'd have been able to cut that back and make a play. They're just really being gap sound tonight.
Give him 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Put the ball on the 49-yard line. 2:20 to go. Baez will be in the gun. Fakes the handoff. Quick pop screen over the middle. Mikey Miller had it, lost it, and then able to get it back. So a fortuitous bounce there for Muhlenberg. Take the ball to the 35-yard line. Ends up being a 16-yard gain.
Yeah, 6 on the fumble recovery there, but great timing on the pass. Great ball by Baez.
Here's a handoff to Cam Small, trying to get behind, but Joel Marino able to drag him down.
Nice trap block he got up inside. I didn't see who threw it, but that was the most daylight he's had in a while there. Good job by the Mules line.
So 3 yards, the Mules in a hurry-up offense. 2nd and 7. Baez in the gun again. Fakes the handoff, a quick screen to the left. Stefan Fuller not fooled though. He'll bring him down right away. Freddie Lacy nowhere to go.
What a job by Fuller. He's getting blocked, fends it off, and makes the tackle. Great play by Stefan Fuller. And again, another pass play that went backwards for the Mules. The screen game's a big part of their game, and Exeter's doing a nice job of defending it.
A loss of 3. Take it back to the 35. It'll bring up 3rd and 10, the original line of scrimmage.
And that's easier said than done because Muhlenberg, that's a bread and butter thing for them. And tonight they're getting negative yardage on it most of the time. They're having success on the slants.
Baez fakes the handoff. He's going to throw it to Mikey Miller. He's going to be hit by Aiden Daubel right away for a short gain. Bring it to the 31.
Tell you what, that might be setting up a hook and go there, a hook and ladder, I'm sorry, because you got Lacey's there running behind it, and don't be surprised if you see that.
So a timeout on the field. 46 seconds to go here in the second. We'll see if we can't bring in our sideline reporter, Patrick Wider.
This is going to be a huge play, obviously. You got 46 seconds left, 1 timeout. You almost have to get on the scoreboard here.
We'll see if we've got Patrick.
He's looking at us.
It's got me. Okay, all right, so here we go. Big possession here. Can the Mules get a point here? You know, looking down here on the sideline, they were trying to go no huddle here, but they didn't feel like they could get it, so they called a quick timeout. So you got to think right now, big play here, 4th down for the Mules, but if they don't get it, it's a great opportunity for Exeter to get another more points in the first half. Is that good?
Thank you, Patrick Wider, for that report. We've got Baez now in the gun, 4th down. Exeter seemed to jump offside, but no flag. Able to get back. There's the snap. Baez looking left. He'll throw it. It's knocked up in the air, and it'll fall incomplete. Having an opportunity there to make that grab was actually the QB, Adriel Baez.
He did a nice job batting it down so it wasn't intercepted. That was 68 for Exeter again. Kevin Oswalt with a great job of batting that pass down. I think did he block the kick earlier? I can't remember.
Yes, he did, yeah.
He's having a great game, too. Big stop, huge stop for Exeter.
So Exeter will have 39 seconds.
And all 3 timeouts.
And timeouts to see what they can do, putting some points on the board. Here's going to be a handoff to Leo Brown. Good job with the Muhlenberg defense. Cooper Burr, the first one there.
That's the best penetration they had all night. Burr's a great linebacker. They got in there that time and kept Brown to -3 yards.
Senior Jediah Quinones, the 6', 225-pound senior in there on the tackle. It's a loss of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd and long.
Yeah, great penetration by Muhlenberg. It looked like a run blitz, too. They blitzed right into it, so credit to their kids and coaching staff.
32 seconds to go.
And Exeter does get the ball back in the second half, so they don't have to be in a hurry to, turn the ball over or do something stupid here, but why not try to score if you can? That was the same play they scored on the fake, the draw. That Brown had the 42-yard run on the last possession. We haven't called Jaden Ware's name yet tonight on offense because they've been so successful running. He's done a great job blocking downfield, but don't be surprised if they take a hit here.
They take a shot
Yep.
deep. He's lined up wide left. Freddie Lacey on him.
Cover 2 for Muhlenberg. Good running. Oh, they
There's
disguised.
Afer. He's going to drop
He's
straight
going
back.
for it.
He's
There it
gonna
is.
Throw it up top.
Oh, nice job by Lacey. I'll tell you what, Ware had him beat. Lacey closed nicely. Great cut. 2 great athletes going one-on-one there. Great play.
Ball a little late getting there,
Yeah.
allowing Lacey to catch up. Ware did have a couple steps on him.
We called it, though, didn't we? We know
We
these Exeter
did.
Eagles.
We figured with a few seconds left in the half, they thought there's a chance of them going deep. And, of course, they took that shot. But it brings up 3rd down and 14. This may be a conservative play call.
Yeah, because if you don't get the first down, you'll force Muhlenberg to take their last time out and give them no time to score. And like we said, they're getting the ball back in the second half, so no need to do anything foolish here.
Here's a handoff to Leo Brown running up the middle, hard running. He'll get to the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards. It's going to bring up 4th down at about 6.
They'll let it run, and
they're
that'll
going
be
to let
half.
the clock
Yep.
run. So we are going to go right to Patrick. He's going to have an interview with Coach Rob Flowers. We're seeing as far as if we are going to have that interview for you. Oh, he's... Go ahead, we'll go to Patrick.
All right, guys. Tough first half for the Mules there. After the first drive, they couldn't get anything going. 28-6 here. 28 straight points for Exeter. And you really see it down here. Exeter's the more physical team. They have more offensive linemen that are just firing off the ball, and they're dominating Exeter. And Exeter's and Muhlenberg's defense is really struggling here. And Exeter's really able to fire off the ball and dominate this game in the trenches. Leo Brown's got a big game. It's really the work of the offensive line for Exeter. And then the flip side, they're making it really hard for Cam Small right now. He really can't get going. So some things to look forward to in the second half. The Mules got to be able to find a way to stop Leo Brown, and the Mules got to be able to get Cam Small going.
All right, thank you, Patrick, for that halftime report. Friends, we will be back with some halftime comments after some information for you, maybe some music. We are at the half here in Laureldale. It's Exeter 28, Muhlenberg 6. You're watching the Exeter and Mule Sports Networks on Jerry Gelliff Media.
You're watching the Exeter Sports Network on Jerry Galliff Media.
ready. Exeter Township Marching Band is proud to present their 2025 show, A Dream at World's End.
It's better than him calling you Zina all the time. Yeah, Zina.
Talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence, and in the naked light I saw people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, writing songs that voices never shared, and no one did disturb the sound of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god sound of silence. It seems what's left of my mind you put aside. We're slowly changing in me.
And now I have a text with all three of us, so you both can see. That's all right.
All right. Well, first I'm gonna
In the basket.
and then I'm gonna go back over to the other side. I can do 4 minutes.
We are back at Laureldale. A quick recap of that first half as Exeter makes their way onto the field. Muhlenberg actually getting off to a really good start tonight. They take the opening kickoff. They go 60 yards. And essentially a nice mix as far as Cam Brown, a few passes in there. But at the 6:45 mark of the first, they drive the length of the field, so to speak, on Exeter. They have great field position to start, and they take the early 6-0 lead.
Yeah, a steady dose of small running the ball and a nice 39-yard pass to Lacey. It looked like they had all the momentum in the world and a really great drive, and then Exeter went and blocked the extra point.
Indeed, they did, and Exeter then taking over on their own 23-yard line, and we've got an interview right now. Are we going to go? Okay, we're not going to go down to the interview right now. We'll pick that up in a little bit. But talking about Exeter's first possession then of that first half, it really was the Leo Brown show.
Yeah, absolutely. He had all the carries and all the yardage on the drive, and they've done a nice job, Exeter, of running to their left side, but then they mixed it up on the right. Looks to me like they're running away from the strength of their formation. I don't know if game plan wise Muhlenberg moves to that stuff and they wanted to run weak side, but the offensive line of Exeter has really dominated this game. They've done a great job. All of them, Oswalt, Liss, Umarino, Osborne, and Richard, and Jackson Kozik as well, from the back, and Aiden Dauble, key blocks, and Brown's accelerated and waited for his blocks, and Exeter's done what they normally do. They've run the ball very successfully. Muhlenberg has struggled to run the ball, and that's a credit to Exeter's offensive line and defensive line, and that's the difference in the game.
The 3-yard touchdown run by Leo Brown at the 2:58 mark. The Jake Franek PAT gives Exeter the 7-6 lead, an opportunistic defense then, whereas Braylon Reinert picks up a fumble, falls on it, and Exeter then in very short order takes it in with an Aiden Dauble touchdown run of 1 yard, but big plays there helping him to get down there.
Yeah, first of all, great play by Reinert to recover the fumble because Muhlenberg was moving the ball again there. That kind of turned the tide a little bit. Brown ran it all the way down. That's where they started using the power eye and shifting it from a strong right to a strong left, and then at the end, they tricked him and handed it to Dauble. It basically went untouched into the end zone. Great play call.
The story, I'll say, obviously Leo Brown, the running game in that first half, but also the defense as well for Exeter. They give up that opening drive. After that, they literally shut down as far as the Muhlenberg offense. Not a whole lot of running room in between the tackles, and as far as the screen passes, the edge defenders for Exeter really haven't been giving anything up, and not a whole lot available other than that one 39-yard pass in that first drive down to Freddie Lacey. There really hasn't been much.
Muhlenberg's averaging 226 yards a game on the ground. Exeter's held them to, Small's got 50 at halftime, Miller's got 4, and Baez at -6. So they're really doing a phenomenal job. They're winning this game in the trenches, and that's what's happening. And they're dominating the line of scrimmage.
28-6 your score, Exeter over Muhlenberg as we start the second half.
Now, interesting to see the kickoff. Last time they did a squib. We'll see what happens here.
So Exeter will get it to start the second half. Stefan Fuller on the left. Jaden Ware on the right. Derek Schupp has the ball on the tee at the 40. Everybody ready? The official gives him the okay. And he'll kick it towards Jaden Ware, who will take it on the 17.
There's
He'll bring it to the 25. He's got a lot of room to run. Looking for some blockers. He'll get the 45.
Excellent, excellent job of setting up that return there. Great blocking once again and a good run by Ware. That's a great, Jaden Ware, they threw one pass to him. It was a little overthrown, or too much air under it a little bit, but he's had a nice 15-yard punt return to set up a run. Great blocks, and that's a good kickoff return here.
So Jaden Ware brings the ball out to the 46. We often talk about teams kicking away from him, knowing as far as his return prowess. It happened last week. We thought they'd kick it away from him, kicked it to him, and he had a huge return. Something similar here, giving Exeter great field position. So Hafer will be in the gun. He'll give the handoff to Leo Brown. He's looking for running room. He'll get the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Good patience by Brown there, and if he doesn't lose his footing, that's another big play. They really had that well blocked. Muhlenberg seems to be playing a lot tighter to the line now, but that's great to try and stop the run, but if he does break through, there's nobody to catch him.
Give him 5 yards.
I have him up to 230 yards rushing in the game now.
Hafer will be in the gun. He'll hand it off to Brown. He'll dance around. He's got the first down. They'll drive him back, but not until he gets to about the 42-yard line. Give him 7 more.
Nice point of attack, nearly pancake blocked by Aiden Dauble there, but Brown did some great cutting downfield there.
So first down, Exeter. Staying with what worked in the first half, a heavy dose of Leo Brown.
Yeah, why not?
Hafer will hand it off to him again. He's going to start left, go right, and he'll get the 40-yard line.
See, even there was no big hole. It looked like Muhlenberg did a nice job of defending it. You look up, though, and it's 4 yards. He just keeps his feet chugging.
Take him down to the 39. That'll be a carry of 3 yards.
Oh, yeah, 3 yards.
So 2nd and 7. 10.5 minutes to go here in the third. Hafer again in the gun. Brown to his right. He'll give it to Brown. Brown's got a hole. He'll run hard. He'll get the 35. Nice tackle there by Cam Small. They'll put it right on the 35, so 4 more.
Yeah, this is more of the way Muhlenberg needs to do it. You know, they can't give the big plays up and make them drive the field. Unfortunately, at this point in the game, they're just going to take time off the clock by doing that. But this is what more like it if you're a Muhls fan, what you want to see.
3rd and 3. Hafer again in the gun. Before the snap, flag comes out. We'll see if this is going to be, I'll say, offside on Muhlenberg. Nope, they're going to call procedure on Exeter. So move them back 5. It'll be 3rd and 8.
A lot of penalties tonight. I guess you can expect that. The kids are jacked up, big game, you know. So that changes the play call maybe a little bit if you're the Eagles. Might be in 2-down territory anyway.
Probably, yeah, I would agree. 4-down territory for Exeter. So Hafer in the gun again. Leo Brown to his right. 2 receivers left. There's the snap. It'll be Leo Brown running left. He'll shrug off a tackler at the 36-yard line, still churning down to the 30, and it'll be an Exeter first down.
Tell you what, we give credit to the line, and they did a great job, but the second part of that run was all Brown. He was hit short of the first down and just kept it chugging and found a way to get it. Great, explosive, powerful end to that run. Powerful.
10 yards for Leo Brown on that carry, enough for the first down. So the drive continues as we wind down to 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Exactly what Exeter is looking for. Take time off the clock, control the ball, keep Muhlenberg's offense.
Back to the power I here. And they shifted left again. Muhlenberg moves over.
Here's going to be Leo Brown. He puts his head down, still churning.
Yeah.
Pushes the pile back.
There was nothing pretty about that one. He wasn't looking to cut back. He's just, I'm going to take what I get. John Riggins like there. I know you're a Redskin fan, so I threw that in there.
Nicely done. Proud of you. Give Leo Brown 4 on that one.
It looked a little like Javonte Williams running against that Swiss cheese Packers defense the other night.
Uh-oh. Mike could be going out. I don't know. So Hafer under center now. He'll hand it off to Leo Brown, running to the right. He puts his head down, runs through a couple defenders.
Boy, he's breaking tackles left and right. Good patience initially, well blocked. But then, a 3-yard gain turns into 7 or 8, whatever it turned into.
He just lowered his shoulder, got through the hole. He gets the 20, take it to the 18-yard line. It's 8 yards on that carry and a first down.
He's punishing people, and he's finishing the play.
He's one of those that gets stronger as the game goes on.
Absolutely. Power I again. This time they have it to the left. See if they shift. Oh, no, I had it wrong. They shifted left again.
There's going to be a fake
play
handoff.
action.
They're going to
This is what
go
they do well.
to Jackson Kozik on the screen, and he is going to, or is it, yeah, it is Jackson Kozik, who will take it 18 yards with the screen pass into the end zone.
See, that's a great play call. I mean, you've been doing it all night, shifting, running off tackle, and then they catch him, sleeping. And then again, Jaden Ware, underrated. Great block downfield. He held that forever, which enabled that to be a touchdown. Great job by Kozik with the catch and taking it in. Good fake by Hafer as well.
So at the 7:25 mark of the 3rd, Jackson Kozik takes the screen pass, takes it 18 yards to the house. Jake Franick on for the PAT. Ware has the hold, his foot's through it, and it's good. 7:25 to go here in the 3rd. It's 35-6.
What a play fake by Hafer. You're watching it on the monitor here. He's just unbelievable at that and gets the ball out so quickly, and Kozik made him pay from there.
Everyone's got a birdie story. First date, birthday bash. That one burger you still dream about at Birdie's Inn. We've been feeding Exeter for decades, no, centuries. With killer burgers, cold beer, and a stage that keeps the nights alive. This week's entertainment calendar. Saturday, 7 to 10, Johnny Gallagher performs on the deck. Sunday, 1 to 4, Denver. And the Philadelphia Eagles square off Monday, 5 to 8 p.m. Dancing on the Deck with DJ Jimmy 2K. Tuesday, 6:30 to 9:30, open mic night. Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m., Jump and Jay's Music Trivia on the Deck. Thursday, the Eagles are back playing the Giants at 8:15 p.m. Friday, 7 to 10, Kendall Conrad returns to the deck. Join them at Birdie's for the late night menu from 9 to 11 on Friday and Saturday. It's not just food, it's not just fun. It's where memories are made. Birdie's Inn, 5 points in Exeter. Come make your story. So here is the return for Muhlenberg. Jewel Vega bringing it to the near side, gets it out to, we'll see where they essentially mark. It looks like the 28-yard line, the official walking the yard line right there. And it'll be 1st and 10, Muhlenberg.
Coming into tonight, Muhlenberg was giving up 85 yards a game total rushing. Exeter tonight, Brown's got 266 and double, one Hafer 18, so they have almost 300 yards, and we're not even midway through the third quarter.
So Baez will be in the gun. Cam Small sidecar left. There's the snap. He'll give it to Cam Small trying to run left.
Oh.
The first one to get to him was Aiden Dauble. Andre Osborne ultimately drags him down, but not much running room there. Give him a yard, then 2nd down.
Yeah, I mean, this is impressive because Small's dominated everybody he's played, including Exeter last year. Exeter's just doing a great job. Multiple guys penetrating, and they're staying in their lanes, not allowing cutbacks.
Baez fakes the handoff. He'll throw over the middle. It's intercepted.
Reiner.
Intercepted Braylon Reinert. He's going to take it inside the 10-yard line. So looking over the middle, and Braylon Reinert in the right spot at the right time takes the pass the other way inside the 10.
Second big defensive play by Reiner, second turnover. He recovered a fumble and picked that one off. You know, that's a great job because Muhlenberg's had success hitting that quick slant and, just didn't see Reiner at that time. Great play. And Exeter's in business once again.
1st and goal. Put the ball on the 8-yard line. That's exactly what it was. As you mentioned, the quick slant that they've had some success on. Braylon Reiner stepped right in its path and takes it the other way.
Sometimes as a quarterback, it's hard to see that guy.
Hafer under center. It's a pitch to Leo Brown on the right. He's got blockers in front of him. Lowers his shoulder. He'll get to the pretty close to the 1. So give him 7. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a different look out of the power I formation, but they decided to go wide that time. Got 7 yards out of it. You know, it's nice to run behind Dauble and Kozik there in that power I. And that huge offensive line that's done a fantastic job all night.
When you've got a line that size and then you put 2 more guys 6 foot plus and 200 pounds in front of you.
Yeah. Not a defensive coordinator's dream to try and stop.
Not at all. Leo Brown, again, the deep man. Hafer will hand it to him. He'll run it to the left side. He'll get a cross touchdown.
Yeah, just dominated the line of scrimmage again. Brown from 2 yards out for his 4th touchdown of the night.
5:45 to go here in the 3rd. Exeter punches it across for the 41st point.
Tell you what, we have to give a player the game after this. If it were Thanksgiving back in the day, we could give turkey legs to all these linemen for Exeter, and in addition to Leo Brown, but done a fantastic job owning this game.
So Jake Franek on for his 6th PAT. It's on the way, and it's good. 5:45 to go here in the 3rd. It's Exeter 42, Muhlenberg 6. We'll be right back after these messages. You're watching the Mule and Exeter Sports Networks.
At Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market, they keep it simple. Good food, fast, fresh, and delicious. In the mood for a hoagie? Choose one from the menu or tell them what you want. A hot sandwich or a cheesesteak? They've got that covered too. Lunch meat for a family gathering? They have it fresh cut to order. Craving Italian? There are imported specialties you won't find anywhere else. Along with drinks, chips, snacks, and hot or cold brewed coffee in caramel, French vanilla, and hazelnut flavors. That's Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market. 15 Village Center Drive in Flying Hills. Good food, fast, fresh, and delicious. It's the Exeter Sports Network.
42-6 your score. Jake Franek has the ball on the tee at the 40, back deep. Jewel Vega, Freddie Lacey for Muhlenberg. The foot into it, it's going to come down to Vega at the 6. He'll bring it to the near side. He's got the 20. He's hit right away. Good tackle there. The ball came loose. Stefan Fuller, the first one on the hit for Exeter. A flag comes in late. So we'll see about the flag.
Yeah, it looked like a little late hit there, possibly on Muhlenberg.
They're going to call a personal foul against Muhlenberg. So put the ball to start with at about the 17-yard line.
You know, they've been blocking, to the whistle all night, both teams. And, it's tough. You're going and you're trying to make something happen. I don't think that was anything malicious. I think it was just kept going a little bit after the whistle.
So they'll start the walk-off from the 20. Take it back to the 10. And that's where it'll be 1st and 10 for Muhlenberg. Here's a run to the left side, bring it out to the 15. Good hard running there.
Yeah, they did a nice job of blocking. They got him off tackle. That's their best looking run play since the first drive.
Give Cam Small 5. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Best looking run play, not out of the Wildcat. They've had a couple good ones out of the Wildcat.
5 minutes to go here in the 3rd. So Baez will be in the gun. He's got Cam Small sidecar left. He's going to little sweep inside, trying to go to Mikey Mitchell to get something going, but nothing there. They stop him. Who did I say?
Mitchell.
You mean I said my partner here?
Yeah, I'm not catching many of those anymore.
Are you kidding? You don't. You've got that speed.
Yeah, right.
You can hit. Mikey Miller, thank you, producer Chris, for catching me on that one.
Yeah, Mikey Miller could probably beat me running backwards.
So no gain on that one for Mikey Miller. Here's Baez. He'll drop straight back. He'll throw it to the left side. It's complete. It'll be good enough for a 1st down. Taking a look to see, it's going to be Christian Coley, the senior tight end, making the catch there, moving the sticks. So bring the ball out to take a look here, the 23-yard line.
Good pass. They've had some success in that intermediate hook route. There's some hole room.
Coming to the near side is Cam Small.
All right, so the adjustment Muhlenberg's making, they're running a little outside off tackle now. It seems to be working. Good job by their coaching staff. And, one thing about a Coach Flowers team, they're not going to quit. You know that. They're going to keep coming at you. Doesn't matter what the score is.
So a good run there from Cam Small. Bring it out to the 33-yard line. The tackle made by Nick Pashley. Here's going to be a handoff to Small running to the left side. He'll get the 35-yard line, maybe the 36. They're still pushing back and forth.
Yeah, the play like that, what makes it tough on the late hits, the long whistle, and rightfully so. He's chugging his legs, but you can't always blame players for that in a game like this.
Winding down to 2.5 minutes to go here in the third. It's 42-6 Exeter. Baez in the gun. He's got Cam Small to his right. He'll drop straight back, looking left. He'll fire. It's complete. Getting out to the 45-yard line. It's going to be Freddie Lacey. Hits him at the hash. He'll lean forward, and it's a first down.
Nice job. They're finding success in that little deep hook, 8 yards, 7, 8 yard, and take what they give you. And if you're Exeter, you're fine with that at this point. Just don't let anything get behind you. Come up and tackle.
So Baez now sidecar on either side. Here's motion now, Mikey Miller. Fake the head. Actually, they'll give it to Cam Small. He's got room to run. He's hit by Nick Pashley as he crosses the 50. Give him the 49. It's a 6-yard gain. And it'll bring up second and short.
And Small's not going to get 300 yards tonight, but he's earned every yard he's gotten. He's played a really strong game. Sometimes there hasn't been much there, and he's still found a way to get 3 yards.
Move it to the 48. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Mules. Baez in the gun. He'll give the sweep to Mikey Miller, who will try to run left, but then he'll stop, come back across. He'll be dragged down. Donovan Alvarez makes the tackle there.
Yeah, Alvarez, he's quick, reads things, one of their leading tacklers. Tell you what, this Exeter defense, giving up 6 points a game. Yeah, it's amazing. They don't get talked about enough with all their offensive numbers.
Baez will give it to Cam Small. He's going to fight for the 45-yard line. It looks like they'll give it to him. It'll be enough for a first down, and the Mule drive continues.
Yeah, good. They're getting success now going off tackle a little bit. But, you think about the 6 points a game they're giving up. A lot of that's been after their starters have been out. I mean, this is one of the most dominating performances this county's ever seen. If they can keep this up.
Baez back in the gun. He'll give it to Cam Small. He's going to bounce to the right side, looking for some room. He's going to be stacked up and pushed back.
That's kind of what I'm talking about there. He's dead to rights if he runs the play where the hole is because there's nothing there. But he bounced it and ended up getting 3 yards, 4 yards.
That'll do it for the third. Let's see if we go down to Patrick for a sideline report.
All right, guys, a disappointing game for the Mules tonight, but some perspective for them. The Mules are currently 4th in the districts, so they're very much still alive even with this loss to make the playoffs. Next week they play Exeter, very winnable game for the Mules. So if they can come back next week, get a big win, they're still very much alive in the playoff chase. Very few people thought they'd be 6-1, so for them, disappointing night for sure, and I'm sure the coaching staff players are feeling it. But big picture, it's been a hugely successful season, and I think the fans and players have to keep their heads up because they still have a lot of football left, and they very much look like a District 3 playoff team.
And I'll echo what Patrick said there. If you go back to Muhlenberg in 1989, Muhlenberg was 6-0, and John Yoakum's first year playing Wyomissing 6-0. And Muhlenberg came into that game with both teams undefeated, and Wyo walked out with a 28-0 win. But things worked out pretty good for Muhlenberg under legendary coach John Yoakum, and I think you're going to same thing here with Coach Flowers. This program is definitely headed in the right direction, and a lot more to be happy about than discouraged. I mean, Exeter's the 5th-ranked team in the state. This is a very good football team.
So as we move to the fourth quarter, Muhlenberg will have a 2nd and 5, put the ball at the 40-yard line. Baez will be in the gun. Fakes the handoff. He's looking. He'll throw it to the right side. Numbers battling for the first down and getting it.
Tell you what, we don't see a lot of Muhlenberg because we call Exeter every week, but Baez throws a nice ball. I like the way he plays quarterback.
That went to Alexis Cantris. Takes it down to the 33-yard line, so it's a gain of 12.
He's very poised.
And a first down. Actually a 7-yard gain. Here's a handoff going to Cam Small. He's able to get around on the outside, tripped up by Braylon Reinert at the 25. He'll fall forward to the 23-yard line. It's enough for a first down.
No. Andre Osborne shaking up on that play, but he's walking off the field. Good sign for Exeter there.
Coming onto the field for Exeter, the 6'1", 290-pound Josh Liss, number 78.
Yeah, Liss has been a key contributor for the Eagles this year up front.
Here's Baez rolling right. He's looking. He's got room to run. He'll get pushed out of bounds by Jaden Ware.
Nice job by Baez to keep that play alive. I'll tell you what, underrated. Joel Marino took a double team on there and nearly made the play. He's so strong. But they blocked him successfully enough to get in the corner, so good job by Muhlenberg.
Looks like they're going to give him 6 on that one. We'll talk about that one. We'll come up with something there.
Oh, Wildcat again, but this time Exeter was ready for it. Small just got back to the line.
Nick Pashley, Aiden Dauble, Josh Jackson in on the tackle there. Andre Osborne back in for Exeter.
Go with the Reinert fumble recovery. We always give the lead. Maybe, but I don't know.
Well, we'll come up with something.
All right.
All right, there's Baez. He's going to fire it to the near side. Completion made. The tackle right away by Dylan Donate.
Nice job again by Baez putting it on the money. Looks like we have an injured mule on the play.
Alexis Cantris makes the catch. They will take a look at the injured mule. It's going to be number 77, senior Connor Kantner.
Let's hope he's okay.
So they'll check him out. And while they do, what do you think? We go to commercial? Not yet. Not yet. We'll see if we can't give you some scores as far as what's been going on around the Lancaster-Lebanon League this Friday night.
He's on his feet. That's a good sign.
So, yeah, he's coming off on his own power. Certainly good to see.
Great to see, yep.
.8:57 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Mules have a 1st and 10. Put the ball on the 11-yard line. Baez will be in the gun. He's got Cam Small to his right. He'll give it to Cam. He's looking for room on the left-hand side. Good job by Dylan Donate forcing him inside to everybody else. A late flag comes out. So we'll see what happens here. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct. We'll just see who they call it. It very well could be against Muhlenberg.
Tell you what, give some kudos to this officiating crew tonight because both these teams came in jacked up and there's been a lot of hitting. Everybody's hitting to the whistle and they've called penalties, but they've also not letting this get out of hand. And got to give veteran official Tommy Miller, the head referee, and his crew some credit. They've done a nice job. We certainly get on them enough, so we'll give them credit tonight.
Certainly give credit where credit is due.
Absolutely.
So the officials still talking it over. It's actually going to be against Exeter. So they'll move it half the distance to the goal. And Exeter will call timeout. So looking over at producer Chris, what would you like us to do, young man? Should we go to a break? Let's go to a break. 8:20 to go here in the fourth. 42-6 Exeter. We'll be right back. It's the Mule and Exeter Sports Networks.
I think
Food isn't just fuel to live, it's fuel to grow. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger, and together we can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Visit feedingamerica.org/actnow.
It's the Exeter Sports Network.
Coming out of the timeout, second and about 2 for the Mules. Cam Small will be in the Wildcat. He's got it. He's going to run to the right. He'll lower his shoulders, and he's in.
So nice job by the Mules there. They moved the ball on Exeter's first team defense, much like the first drive, off tackle and such, but they got the touchdown.
So give Cam Small the 2-yard touchdown run. Take the score to 42-12.
Mules will go for 2.
Indeed, they will. Baez this time will be in the gun. Cam Small will be sidecar right. He's going to roll right, Will Baez. He's looking, he's looking. He's going to get hit. Throws it to the end zone. It's going to be picked off. So the 2-point conversion fails.
Great pressure by Aiden Daubel there. Now it's time for our advanced comfort specialist play of the game. This is your heat check.
Advanced Comfort Specialists. Heat check.
When you install a new AC system with Advanced Comfort Specialist, you'll get $1,000 off your furnace upgrade. That's real comfort and real savings. Call Advanced Comfort Specialist at 610-224-9756 today. Your comfort is their passion. And that play of the game goes back in the first quarter when it was 7-6 Exeter. Cam Small caught a screen pass and was running downfield, and Braylon Reinert made the tackle and forced the fumble and recovered it, which turned the game at that point, and ended up being all Exeter from that point on. So Braylon Reinert's fumble recovery is the Advanced Comfort Specialist play of the game.
Congratulations, Braylon. Yes, certainly a turning point in this game, 7-6 to that point. Exeter takes the ball after that fumble recovery. They take it in for the 14-6 lead, and just like you said, Mike, they haven't looked back at all.
No, it's been all Exeter since. Braylon definitely gets that athletic ability from his mother, not his father. Just kidding, Todd. I used to work with Todd, so I figured I'd get a rip in on him there.
Derek Schupp has the ball on the tee at the 40. Back deep, Stefan Fuller, Jaden Ware for Exeter. This one a pooch to the right side. It'll be taken by the up man at the 25-yard line. Getting across the 40, lowering the shoulder, and a big hit over there. So we'll see as far as where they'll put the ball.
Looks like about the 37.
Yeah, it looks like the 37-yard line. That's where Exeter will take over 1st and 10. So 7:40 with a running clock. Waiting for the official to put the ball in play. Here's a toss to Jaden Ware coming near side. He's being pursued. He'll go down on his own just outside the 35, maybe the 36. That'll be a loss of a yard, brings up 2nd and long.
It's interesting. He looked back to the weak side like, I don't think they do this at this point in the game. Like he was trying to throw it back to the quarterback maybe. But smart decision to go down. No need to take a hit there.
Some players on the field for Muhlenberg right now. Number 71, a junior defensive lineman, 6'1", 305-pound Justin Jaquez. Number 92, mentioning Jediah Quinones earlier. Number 54, senior Jeffrey Collado. Here comes Hafer near side. He's driven out of bounds by sophomore Ian Rodriguez.
Good fake by Hafer again. He really does a nice job. Always, every week with that.
So third down, he'll bring the ball out to the 41-yard line. It'll be third down and about 6. Inside of 6 minutes to go. Hafer letting the play clock run. Takes the snap, he'll give it to Leo Brown running left. He'll get the 45 fighting for the first down, but a good job by the Mules to keep him short. Another player in there, number 78, sophomore Julian Baez. So they'll put the ball on the 46-yard line. It'll bring up fourth and let's call it a long one.
279 on the night for Leo Brown tonight, unofficially.
Exeter keeping the offense on the field, just trying to run the clock at this point, winding down to 5 minutes to go. We'll see if they don't do the power formation with Jackson Kozik and Aiden Dauble.
Yeah, why not? It looks like that's what they're in.
And they'll call timeout.
Yeah. Might give Jake Franek a chance to add to that punt average.
We'll see what they do. 4:54 to go here in the fourth. 42-12 Exeter.
You know, this says something about, I think, the respect Matt Bauer has for the Exeter program. You might think, why are your starters in there up 30? But if you remember last year, they were up big, and Muhlenberg just didn't quit, and Small just kept running and running and running. And you know, you can't take chances. They're such a big play offense, and you know, he's not running up the score here. He's playing conservative, but he's also not going to make it a ball game again here. And that shows volumes of where this Muhlenberg program was and where it is now under Coach Flowers, and you know, still on the upward swing.
Matt Liss out there for Exeter. He's a 6'5", 280-pound offensive lineman. He's a junior. So here's going to be, I'm going to say, a tush push. They'll get the first down, but a flag comes in late.
Wonder what that flag is.
I'm not really sure. Unless they, I don't know if they thought he moved too soon. Who knows? We'll wait for the official because
it was just late. It was just, I mean, well, maybe I saw it late too. I don't know.
No, I think the flag did come in late.
Another personal face mask.
Face mask
right.
on Muhlenberg. That would explain it.
All right.
So Exeter does get the first down as a result of the play, and then tack on 15 more as a result of the face mask.
Hafer with 31 yards rushing tonight.
So that is the call. The face mask against Muhlenberg. A running clock at 3:45, so this should only take a couple snaps for Exeter to run the clock.
Back into power I here. Jaden Ware switching sides.
Jake Hafer taking a look at the play clock. He'll let it wind down a little bit. So it's going to be an INT. Bringing it back is Freddie Lacey. He'll be taken out of bounds.
Yeah, Hafer had he had Ware open. He just underthrew him by a bit. Nice play by Lacey.
So he'll bring the ball back to the 45-yard line. Let's see where looks like that's where they'll put it. And Muhlenberg will actually have it one more time. Well, now they're moving the ball all the way back into Muhlenberg territory.
Yeah, I think the block was way back there when he first picked
flag.
it off. Yeah.
Okay, I see the flag now. All right, so Freddie Lacey will get the INT. So yeah, we've got some players of the game to come up with.
Well,
yeah, it's.
Wish we had more than one. Well, yeah.
I know.
I think for Muhlenberg, you know, Cam Small scored 2 touchdowns and gave everything he had with not much running room. So Cameron Small, I think, deserves the player of the game for Muhlenberg.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be, again, just like you said, if it was the John Madden Turk Duckin, we could give it to the offensive line potentially for Exeter. But since we can only give it to one, let's take a look here. Well, you know, we could say, again, go with, I know the play of the game was Braylon Reinert. He's got 2. He's got the INT. He's got the fumble recovery. Yeah. So Braylon Reinert could be.
He's definitely a candidate.
I would say, yeah, absolutely a candidate.
Jackson Kozik was all over the place defensively. He had some great blocks. He got Leo Brown rushing for almost 300 yards. It's hard to not call that.
Yeah. You know, this could be just like last year, the game of the running backs. Yeah. Leo Brown, of course, getting it for. I think it would make sense.
Yeah, I think he deserves it.
Yeah,
but,
I think so.
But you know, he doesn't get it without that line, and Braylon Reinert making some big plays on defense. So, you know, congratulations to Leo Brown and Cam Small as players of the game. But there are a lot of players worthy, and congratulations to both coaches and teams for putting a quality game together tonight.
Here's a throw over the middle. The completion made out to the 24-yard line. It goes to Christian Coley.
Nice ball and a good hit there.
Christian Coley, the 6-foot senior. A collision there at the 20. Well, they'll move the ball out. And as the clock continued to wind down, we have hit 000. So a hard-fought victory for Exeter. A close game early. They take advantage of a turnover, of course, use their size on the offensive, defensive lines. Leo Brown, a huge factor in the game. And they come away with the 42-12 victory. We will be back with post-game comments after these messages. You're watching the Exeter and Muhls Sports Networks. 42-12, your final score here at Laureldale. Looking to see if Patrick will have an interview with the victorious head coach, Matt Bauer. There looks like Patrick has him. They're going to walk over.
Yeah, just get your hair. Okay. All right, we good? I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. We got Coach Bauer here. Can you talk about what this game means to you guys? Come on, came out, went 6-0. You guys just exploded after that.
Again, we've been in big games before. We know how to handle the momentum swings and things like that. We were ready to go. It was very important to us that we set the record straight on who we are and how we prepare. And you know what? The kids really answered the call tonight. It's a special bunch of kids, and I'm so happy to be their coach.
Can you talk about your own line? They just dominated all night and just got Leo going, but offensive line just dominated the Muhls defense.
That's our heart and soul, for sure. You know what? If we win in the trenches, both sides of the ball, we're always going to be successful. And Leo Brown is a stud.
Can you talk about you guys shut down Cam Small? You know that your front seven was very dominant tonight. Same principle, I guess, as the offense.
Well, again, that was very personal. After last year, we gave up 408 yards. Coach Ford, my defensive coordinator, works tirelessly on our strategy. Our kids really executed tonight, and we were really physical.
Got a big interception here, and then they coasted with the big touchdown catch. He was blocking his butt off, and then him to get the big touchdown catch there. How'd that feel for him, you think?
It's a really unselfish bunch, and we spread the ball around well, and you know what? That we all pull for one another, and we always put the team's needs first.
Okay, Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Patrick Wider with victorious Exeter head coach Matt Bauer. Something interesting, Mike, that I found in his comments where, as we know, there are certain games you just don't forget. And he specifically mentioned giving up 408 yards a year ago. That is something. Now, of course, if you ask any coach or whatever, they'll say they don't circle something on the calendar. Very well could have on this one.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way they wanted something like that to happen again. And plus, Coach Bauer is a Muhlenberg grad, so I'm sure this game means a lot to him as well.
So the message to the guys was nobody point a finger to anybody else. Not a player to a player, not a coach to a coach, any of that. Like, we all lost the game 12-42. We all have to go through this, and we're not going to let this one loss define our season. Absolutely not. We lost to a better football team this evening because they were a better team tonight, and we're going to continue to get better. We're not letting one loss define what we got going on. We're going to come back on Monday, go a little harder in the weight room to be better. We're going to focus a little more on the football field to be better, and we're going to make sure that we stick together. That's what we always got to continue to do.
Yeah, community winners, your big message, and you win this team, lose this team, right, Coach?
Correct. Oh, yeah. We win as a team, we lose as a team, and that's what we talk about. That's what we focus on because that's what's important.
Yeah, defensively, you guys struggled kind of stopping their run game. Anything you could go forward to talk about that?
Oh, yeah. We know there's some things we got to address on our end. I mean, they're a good football team. So, we have to look at, what took place because I'm sure, there's going to be the copycat game plans as we move forward. So we'll fix it up. We'll be good to go.
The good thing is you guys come in tonight. You were fourth in the playoff bracket. You got a lot of winnable games left this year, so you guys are well on your way still to make a playoff run and to have a great successful season.
Again, we're 6-1 football team.
Yeah,
we're not letting.
that's incredible.
Yeah, we're not letting one loss define what we got going on. We also know that we got to continue to get better and work. And, our goals are still intact. Like, it's not like our goals aren't, like, our season goals and program goals are still intact, and that's what's important.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you so much, and enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next week.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Patrick Wider with Muhlenberg head coach Rob Flowers right there. And certainly we've talked about this with Muhlenberg as well, is the turnaround of the program, knowing as far as where Muhlenberg has been the last couple of years. Coach Flowers comes in. It's obviously, a different culture. There's a different feel. There's a feeling of community as far as not only players, but parents and fans and students, things of that nature. And he's put that culture in place, and it really is evident in what we've seen as their product on the field.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a totally different ballgame. It's back to how Muhlenberg had things under John Yoakum when Flowers played here. And like he said everything the way it should be said. I mean, they lost to a very good football team tonight that was better than them tonight, but everything they're playing for is still intact. I mean, they're a 6-1 team. And, Exeter is going to do this to a lot of football teams. So, he set them, they're going to keep getting better, and that's what they do. He's a positive coach and does things the right way. They had good scheme, and they got outmanned tonight. They didn't get out-schemed. So, yeah, they'll be back, and it's a great program.
It is. We take a look as far as scoring, a very quick recap. And, we've talked about as far as Leo Brown having his 4 touchdowns tonight. Cam Small getting the 2 touchdowns for Muhlenberg. But, yeah, I think that the big thing is the size on the offensive, the defensive lines. And from a standpoint of just owning the line of scrimmage, Exeter able to do that tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. They did own the line of scrimmage, both sides of the ball, and that's where the football game was won. And Muhlenberg had a great first drive. Exeter made some adjustments and did what they needed to do defensively. The turnover hurt. Who knows if they go in there and score again and get up on them, you never know what's going to happen. But Leo Brown had a great game, like he often does, and the Exeter offensive line dominated. So Muhlenberg's got some games left that are winnable here, and they can get themselves in the playoffs and. Who knows, do some damage there.
Looking forward for each team, we have Exeter traveling to Hempfield. Hempfield actually putting up a game against Wilson tonight. Taking a look, they were up 14-7 at halftime. Don't necessarily have an update beyond that, but the fact that they are in that game very well could be a challenging game for Exeter on the road. Muhlenberg will be right back here in Laureldale. They'll have Ephrata looking to continue. So as far as that's concerned, I think that'll wrap it up.
Yeah, it was a game that didn't disappoint. There was a lot of hitting and a lot of guys on both sides playing to the whistle. The score was lopsided, but it was a fun game to watch.
Indeed. Well, I think that's all from Laureldale. Tonight's final, Exeter 42, Muhlenberg 12. We already mentioned as far as Exeter varsity football coverage continuing, as does Muhlenberg next Friday. Tune in to the Exeter Sports Network, the Muhls Sports Network, around 6:45 for the pregame. For my partner, Mike Mitchell, producer Chris Ziner, our sideline reporter, Patrick Wider, our camera girl, Olivia Renninger, and our cameraman, Brad Moyer. I'm Darren Ziner. Thanks for joining us on the Exeter and Muhls Sports Networks on Jerry Gelliff Media. Have a great evening. God bless.
Thank you for joining us for Exeter Eagles football on the Exeter Sports Network. Brought to you by Birdie's Inn, where they remind you to have fun and be kind. Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group. Advanced Comfort Specialists, supplying all of your HVAC needs. And Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market in Flying Hills. Join us all season long for Exeter Sports Network coverage of your Exeter Eagles. This has been a presentation of Jerry Gelliff Media. Good night.